Those big textbooks, but he just might not be ready to carry those books. Joining me now is Matt Ernst, a physical therapist from Oxford Physical Therapy. We have been talking in the break. This is really interesting. It's very dangerous for kids to carry heavy backpacks. How dangerous?
Well, they did a survey. The American Academy of Orthopedists asked their doctors, and 58% of them said that they see people in their office for backpack-related pain.
Really?
Yeah, and what happens is you get spine compression, and typically a misloaded backpack or an overloaded backpack causes your head to drift forward, your shoulders to round. That impacts can cause neck pain, shoulder pain, and lower back pain.
I'm not going to admit, I was showing him earlier that my kids, they're kind of hunched forward so their backpack can stay upright. And when they walk, and they sort of walk at a forward angle, that's not what we want.
No, that's not. And what I was mentioning is the important correction for that is the fit. What we find is that a lot of kids wear their backpack kind of really low on their hips, almost hitting below their belt.
Because that's the cool way to do it.
Right,
okay.
Right. But the target is to actually go look at the belly button plus or minus 2 inches and try to adjust the straps. Try to encourage them to use a backpack with 2 straps.
So not just slung over one.
Not slung over one shoulder, or the messenger type bags. Try to get the straps a little tighter. If they do have a chest strap or a lower back strap, that can help hold the backpack against them. This backpack doesn't look overly full, but actually if you try to pick it up, this weighs 25 pounds.
No, seriously, I was trying to pick this thing up. I mean, seriously, guys, I'm strong, and this is really heavy, and that's got room in it. I mean, this is not packed full.
Right. So one thing you can do is try to weigh your child's backpack. See, ideally we want to keep them about 10 to 15% of their body weight. Okay,
so that's really important. So let's say I have a 13-year-old who's 103 pounds. I have a 14-year-old who's 150 pounds. So we're looking at 15 to 20 pounds for that 14-year-old, which is not that much.
It's not that much weight.
But significantly less for my 8th grader, who, so he's a 10-pound backpack? No way.
Right. Well, one thing they might have to look at is frequent pit stops at a locker, some way to offload the books, maybe take the 1 or 2 heaviest books out of the backpack, and if they actually carry them in front of them, what that does then is offsets the weight on the back so that they're a little more balanced. And trying to keep any extracurricular supplies like, things for practice after school or lunches.
Separate bag for your cleats.
Separate for that.
All that stuff should be in something else.
Exactly.
And it all sounds so good. And we really should, I realize, be doing this for our kids. You have here, this is an L-Bean backpack. We're not into promoting any one specific bag, but they're great bags. Are there certain bags that are better than others for kids? I mean, you see the ones that have the things that attach around the waist.
Yeah, I think what you want to do is if your child's particularly having issues with that, try to look at maybe some of the extra support straps, the chest support strap, the lower back support strap. Look for a backpack that has a padded back here and padded straps. Also, when you're looking at width, if you have the younger kids, you don't want to pick a backpack that's wider than the child. That puts them in a situation where their spine really can't control that weight. So look at the size of backpack as well.
Okay, and you talked about the kids are having some problems now. Does this a potential that they could have maybe not problems today, tomorrow, or next year, but 5 years, 10 years from now that they're going to be having some issues?
Yeah, Northwestern University did a study and they found that the average student's pain on a 0 to 10 scale ranges about 4. Okay, so we find that in physical therapy, when people start to experience discomfort, it's not long until that progresses to pain and they develop a problem. Our method today at Oxford Physical Therapy, and the reason why we're trying to do this, is to get the word out to the community and try to prevent that discomfort before it becomes pain and a disability.
It would be great if those rolling backpacks were somehow cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or if we could all have like Kindles or something that had all our textbooks on it, and maybe that day is coming, but until then, best advice.
Yeah. Offload the backpack, stay within those weight restrictions. If you do have to carry the heavier load, try to get the fit as correct as possible, and maybe carry a few books in front to kind of keep things evened out.
All right, Matt, great information. Thank you so much, Matt Ernst. We
Thanks,
appreciate
Tanya.
you.